Alright, so number 17. Now, what I did here is I divided the pencils by the dollars to figure out how much each pencil cost. So, I'm sorry, I divided the dollars by the pencils to figure out how much each pencil costs. So here, we had 27 cents per pencil. Here we had 24 cents per pencil. 26 cents per pencil when I divided the cost for the number of pencils. And 25 cents per pencil. So the best option is obviously 24 cents per pencil because it's less money for each pencil. For 18, we're going to write two different ratios that are equal to 6 to 30. Now, 6 to 30 is equal to 6 over 30, and obviously when I see a fraction like this, I want to reduce it. 6 goes into both of these, and I get 1 over 5. And therefore, B and A cannot be right because it has 1 over 6. Now, the next step is I see that we have 20ths here and 20ths here. So let's scale this to 20ths. Well, if I multiply 5 by 4, I get 20ths. So I have to multiply this by 4. So I get 4 20ths. So therefore, it would be D. What? I'm recording. So for number 19, we are trying to solve this proportion. There are a couple ways I could do it, but the easiest way would be to see that 3 goes into 24 evenly. 3 goes into 24 8 times, so that means I'd have to multiply 7 by 8 as well. 7 times 8 is 56. For number 20, well, just for funs, let's do it using cross multiplication. So I have 21 times 15, and that is going to equal 9 times some unknown number. Well, 21 times 15 is 315. So 315 is equal to 9x. Something times 9 is 315. Well, then I would have to divide 315 by 9 to find that something. And I get 35. D, 35. 21. A car travels 136 miles using 7 gallons of gas. At that rate, how far can the car travel using 42 gallons of gas? So this is ripe for a ratio. I know I can go 136 miles in 7 gallons, and that's going to equal something, some amount of miles, I'm not sure what, over 42 gallons of gas. Well, 7 times 6 is going to be 42, so I'd have to multiply 136 by 6. And so I get 116 miles B on 42 gallons of gas. 22. So for 22, this one I would probably be inclined to solve using cross multiplication. I don't readily know a number that goes into goes from 21 to 168, although there probably is. But we're trying to find different ways of doing it. So we have 4 times 168 is equal to 21x, 21 times x. So 4 times 168 is 672, and that's equals to 21x. So 21 times something is 672. Well, to figure that out, I just divide 672 by 21, and I get 32. D. Parallelogram. Oh, there you go. Parallelogram PARL, P-A-R-L, is similar to parallelogram WXYZ. Find the value of C. Well, I can see that side side length PL corresponds to side length WZ. So what do I multiply 15 by to get 45? Well, 3. So I know whatever I multiply, whatever this side length is, 7, times my scale factor of 3, I'll get C. And 27 times 3 is 21. Number 24. 100 nautical miles equals about 185 kilometers. This sounds like a ratio or a proportion problem to me, so I'm just going to make a proportion. 100 nautical miles equals 185. Okay, to the nearest kilometer, how far in kilometers is 290 nautical miles? So, what did I multiply? I could cross multiply, but I noticed that if I multiply 100 times 2.9, I'll probably just do that times 2.9. Then I would multiply 185 by 2.9, and I'll get my x. So 185 times 2.9. So I get 536.5. But it says round to the nearest kilometer. So if we're at 0.5, we have to round up to 537. There's our answer. Drinking 6 fluid ounces of milk provides, it sounds like a proportion problem to me, 202.5 milligrams of calcium. And so that's how many fluid ounces of milk, that's going to be on the numerator because this is ounces of milk, provides 85 milligrams of calcium, round to the nearest tenth. This is definitely time for cross multiplication. So we have 6 times 85.5. And that is going to equal 202.5x. So, take my calculator. I have 85.5 times 6 divided by 202.5. And so we get 2.53. 2.53 fluid ounces. 0.3 is less than 0.5, so or 3 is less than 5, so I would round down in this case. All right, let's see if we have any more multiple guess questions here. Of course we do. 2 more. All right, a machine takes 2.8 hours to make 9 parts. At that rate, how many parts can the machine make in 28 hours? And so this is, oh no, I made a mistake. And it's a good thing I did this. I should always do this. I should always label what this means. This is hours and this is parts. So that means I have to have hours in the numerator and parts in the denominator. So if we have 28 hours, I would have to go here. Now obviously the scale factor is 10, so it would be 90 parts. And then finally, apples. Oh, who doesn't love a good apple? So we have 3.6 apples, or dollars, sorry, for 2 pounds. How much can we buy for $5.40? So what I would do here is, well, I can reduce this, right? So that means I get 1 pound for $1.80. And as luck would have it, 18, or $1.80, goes into $5.40 exactly 3 times. So it's 3 pounds of apples. And so there you have all of the multiple guess questions on the unit review packet.